What's up, guys? Shouri here, and today I'm going to go over the 5 best heroes for Crystal Assault. So I think number 5 is one that's not used as much as some of the others, but is Johnny Jet. And there are a few reasons this one is a lot better than you might think. So 2 of the best heroes are definitely going to be Shell and Judex because of their ult being able to be laid onto the crystal, and then you can also get in there quickly with Shell. But a lot of people don't think about the fact that Johnny Jet can do that too. The only difference is he can then go invisible and then heal himself back up. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes you're going to get hit by an ult from a Waling. It happens. But either way, the other great benefit of the Johnny Jet is the fact if you have the passive and you flip into a healing puddle, you then get some speed boost. What we do right here is we wait in our invisibility behind the Osus's smoke, waiting for the smoke to go down so we can get the jump on them and have the best chance possible. So if you want to flip up top there, you have to jump first and then flip. I did miss it, but either way, we do get our ult back on there and get the Gloria a little low, giving us the tie game, and we are almost at 3 times damage. Luckily, we were able to flip into the Osus and then move on towards the Waling, who hit his ult, and we were able to kill him without letting our team die. And this is one of the important parts of the Johnny Jet, is the fact you can get kills insanely fast if you don't miss. The other cool thing is getting out of trouble and getting over to the crystal using your ult, especially on multiple crystal damage. You can do an insane amount and actually get that win. But we got that one because that guy with 1% left on our crystal hit an ult and killed their other guy who was also playing Gloria. That's pretty crazy, so shout out to that guy. But either way, number 4 is Gatlin. And the reason for this is because Gatlin got a buff which allows you to have a speed boost whenever you transform in and out of your shoot mode. So this allows you to get across the map faster than pretty much anything, and it has no cooldown on it, meaning you can do it infinitely and get behind people very quickly. Right here we have this guy low, but we know there's going to be more coming, so we go ahead and yank ourselves back by getting out of the shoot mode, and we are able to kill the guy by hip firing. And luckily we do spawn and have our teammate here. We do get that guy low, which he does end up taking him out, and I'm just basically waiting for them to push so we can break their offense and then go in. So one of the best things about Gatlin is the defensive factor that you have and the ability to just completely shut down the other team. And then when you get to multipliers of damage, you can start to do absolute insane damage like very quickly with no cooldown needed. And that makes it really clutch, especially when you pair it with things like a Shell and a Judex. Right here we do kill their Gatlin, and here's to show you exactly how much damage this thing really can do, and this is only at 2 times damage. We aren't using an ult, we are just straight up shooting it from the side. We have protection everywhere, and it's just so good. Right here, we do start doing some more damage, but we do have a little bit of an issue where their Gatlin is shooting us. We get him pretty low, but we need to reload, and it is very important to reload when you can on this Gatlin, especially when you're playing this role on this map. So right here, we do get him down to 50%, but the Shell comes up behind us. Luckily, as soon as we spawn, we are going to come out and just try to play a little defense. When we don't see him moving up, we go ahead and push the advantage ourselves, and we have some people behind us. But what's so great is the fact that we get the speed boost going in and out, that we actually got away from it, got into a better position, killing one and getting the other so low that our teammate was able to get him easily. We get this kill and immediately get that crystal down, proving that Gatlin's strong suits are definitely playing that defensive role and then taking that advantage, setting up and getting a lot of crystal damage while keeping that map position. And guys, if you are getting anything out of the video, please like and subscribe to help me out in getting it pushed in the algorithm. Also guys, if you need to know anything about any of the other modes, there will be a playlist that has all the modes with the top 5 characters in them. But for Aletta, I definitely recommend on Crystal Assault using your second ultimate. This allows you to live a lot longer, not worrying about dying while shooting the crystal, because you can just heal yourself and reload through that. And right here, what we're doing is just trying to keep our distance, knowing the Johnny Jet's here, and we are going to go ahead and bait him out, making him think we left, and then as soon as we saw the crystal damage, we came back. We are just shooting into his puddle to try to get him down. It's very annoying, which is why Johnny is on this list. But luckily we did get the kill, and we were getting shot in the back there, but I figured it was better to go help my teammate, and it was a good idea. So we use our entire clip, and then we are going to go ahead, turn around, and just try our best to get these kills. We pop our ultimate to get some heals, and we do just try to get out of there as fast as we can. Luckily, our teammate was able to get back, and we were able to live through that, and now we're just trying to not get shot and distract as much as possible while doing whatever crystal damage we can do in the meantime. Now we have our ult back up, we can go ahead and use it to heal, try to get the Johnny down as much as possible while our teammate does work on that crystal. The unique thing about this character on the list is a lot of what you're doing is just trying to stay alive, doing little bits of crystal damage and killing heroes when you can, but for the most part, you are just making sure you stay alive and are a nuisance. Right here, we knew that there wasn't much damage left for the crystal, and we can always double jump and dash if we need to. The best thing to do is just run straight through the Jabali and get on that crystal. So right here, you can see we did a ton of damage, didn't die, and all of that was because of our ults. But there is another side to Aletta where you can do all the damage in the world. So the way I do these videos is I do all of them one take only, and that way the one game for the top 5 heroes is an average representation and not just the best I could ever do. So right here, we are going to actually just have another game. The reason for that is with Johnny Jet on the other side, it definitely limits the things you can do on Aletta, and I want to show off the other things it can do as well, so I just wanted to make sure everyone knew this was another game and not done in sequence like all the others. So right here, we are going to go ahead and kill the hunter and just try our best to get some damage out while our teammates are shooting the crystal. Whenever people aren't shooting us, we do want to put some damage back out onto the crystal. We do go ahead, help and kill that Sindri, because Sindri's turret is very annoying for us, and that's exactly why they changed to it. This was one of the games after the update, so this one you can change your heroes if you want to. Either way, we do get low here, and we gotta go get a heal. And that is one of the most important things with Aletta in this, is getting damage out on the crystal, trying to help get some kills, and most importantly, just damage on heroes where you can, letting your teammates clean the kills up if you can, and then getting out of there. That way you are distracting the other team, so they aren't going for your crystal or your other teammates, and it is always going to fall on them to kill you, because if they don't kill you, you are just going to go in and keep damage on that crystal. Right there, we waste their full heal and spawn, and keep the guy kind of low. So as soon as he comes out, we are going to go ahead, kill the Scotty, and kill the hunter. That is why that second ultimate is just that good. We do end up getting the Christina, and we are going in just trying to do whatever damage we can onto the crystal, but then when we did see the shell was in there, there was no need for us to stay. We can get out and let them do the work while we get over and get our heal back. As soon as we got our heals back, we just go on the crystal and get that damage. We go 12-0 with 3 assists, 99,000 damage on the crystal with 80k damage on heroes. That is very, very good, and why Aletta is at number 3. Number 2 is Judex. Judex is an insane hero that has really good range damage and burst damage. Especially if you can get those headshots, you can do a ton of work, especially on heroes who are aggro heroes that are harder for other heroes to actually get. Right here, we are getting just trounced from behind. And like I said, I just play one game on the character, and whatever it is, that's what we use. And the reason for that is, hey, you're gonna die sometimes, and that's okay. You just want to know exactly what you're getting. And with Judex, you are getting a lot. Right there, we are able to take down both the Christina and their Judex from up top, and then throw our ultimate onto their crystal from up top. This is absolute crazy damage to their crystal, even before multipliers, and we are able to do a good bit of damage. We saw that they were attacking our crystals, so we go back, kill both of them very quickly, and just hope that the last guy will die to our teammates. Thank God our teammates do end up stopping him, and we get killed by that guy, which was unfortunate. But the most unfortunate thing is the fact that our Jabali guy, yeah, he was just sitting in spawn with a shield up, so that's kind of why we started losing. Either way, we do come out strong, and after getting the first 2 kills, we get a nice kill on the Shell, who is going to try to use his ultimate on the crystal and win the game. Instead, we go straight in, doing a ton of damage with our ultimate, and shooting the crystal on ×3 damage, doing a great job to get the crystal really low, and then my teammates actually do the rest while I'm dead, thank God. But we went 11-4 with a ton of damage and 140k to the crystal, almost entirely from our ultimate. And that is why Shell is number 1. The same thing with Judex, where your ultimate is able to go into the crystal, and then you're able to do other things. The reason that I value this one a little bit over the Judex is the fact that your Shadow Walk can get you into that crystal even under the worst circumstances, especially at the end of games. Even if they are playing with all 3 of their guys on the crystal, you can run in there and throw it right onto the crystal. Just make sure you're dead onto the crystal, because if you are going at an angle, it can bounce off of it. You need to make sure that it's straight in front. Right here, we are waiting for him to go past so we can go and get him, and we saw their shadows jumping down. Knowing that there were 2, we were ready for him. We do go ahead and kill the Sentry first, because his robot can kill you no matter what you're doing acrobatically, but the Hunter still has to hit you. So you definitely want to go there first. Right here, we see this guy is coming out. We're waiting for our Shadow Walk, and we're going to hit it and jump at the very end of the pier. That way we keep all the momentum from our Shadow Walk, and it launches us straight into the crystal. And like I said, that's the best part, is it can get you past all of their defenses, and you can just go straight in there doing so much damage. You can also do that to go into heals and reset, going back down and trying to kill everyone after you're better, and that's exactly what we do. So after we go ahead and get that guy, we are going to go in, reload, and kill the Jabali from behind. And now we're just going to try our best to get in there and wait for that 3 times damage to be able to get on there. But as you can see, as you jump off the lip of the up top, it'll launch you all the way straight into the crystal. We do go ahead and do as much as we can to get this, but how unfortunate my joystick screws up. And when I'm going forward to the right, it just says, no, you're going backwards to the left now. Yeah, that was annoying. Either way, it doesn't matter, because the death ends up helping us a lot. We spawn right behind the Sentry, allowing us to go ahead and get him from behind, not really worried too much about what this guy's doing to our crystal, knowing that both our teammates are back there. What we're going to do is just try to get over to theirs. If we can kill this guy, we have our ultimate up, and that's all we need to win win this game. Luckily for us, our damage does end up healing, and our ultimate goes off, giving us enough damage to get all the way there with a few extra bursts of our beam weapon. We go 9-3 with literally all of the damage to the crystal, and that is why this one is number 1. As you can see, all my TDM games, all my Crystal Assault games, one after the other. And if you want to see the best heroes for the other game types, click this playlist here, and it'll show you right where you need to be. You know where else you need to be? In Jordy's DMs, getting him to make thumbnails for you like he does for me. So go to the description, get his Discord info, and make a deal.